Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. And for today's episode, we're back for the second season in our Manchester United save. So obviously, going to be a huge season for us. We need to try and win the league. The way it ended last season wasn't too great, and it looks like things could work in a better favour, to be honest. Based on just what's going on or what happened over the summer window, I feel more confident in the squad that we've got. I don't think it's complete by any means, but I do think it's better. So let's quickly run through it. We've got two games. We've got Manchester City in the Community Shield, and then we've got Tottenham in the Premier League as well. Back-to-back games, so we need to try and get through this quickly. So just to give you an idea, transfer history, managed to bring in Matija Nastasic. I did mention bringing in a leading centre-back, and we've gone for him, the former City man actually, so it's kind of a controversial decision, but he is a leading player and he's an improvement on Victor Lindelof. Also brought in a bargain, to be honest, in Eric Pulgar. He's a 25-year-old Chilean international. I thought it was kind of unusual to be able to bring a leading player for just 15 mil. It was the release clause for him, but I still thought it was kind of suspicious. But once I saw Madrid were interested in him, I figured he must be a top player, so I brought him in. He's going to be our first choice in defense and mid. Also managed to bring in Talisca from Benfica for just 24 mil. Not too bad either. Not even leading, he's a star player for most Premier League sides, a shadow striker, and he's going to be the first choice option for us there as well. And yeah, that's kind of it in terms of outs. We managed to get rid of Chris Smalling finally, just a bunch of loans so far, but in terms of who we're trying to move out a bunch of players. There's still one more main starting 11 player I want to bring in to make our full strength starting 11 be leading players in the division only, and that is Suso, or Sumo I think he's called now. It's a bit unusual. Let me just show you who I mean. Is attacking right winger, inside forward. It's going to cost a bit of a chunk of money, but it's the wages that are a bit of an issue now. Like you can see, I've got 73 mil, but I can't increase my wages at all due to financial fair play. And Samu, sorry, I think he was called Suso in the last game, but now it's Samu. But yeah, he's a leading winger, inside forward. He's ideal. He's left-footed on the right flank. He'll slot into our team seamlessly. And yeah, just trying to free up some wages. We do have a ton of wages that we need to get rid of. So Joel Pereira has returned from his loan spell, and he's going to be our backup goalkeeper from now on. So I'm trying to get rid of Romero, who's on higher wages. No need for Young anymore, because Diogo Dalot has returned as a ready Premier League right back now, so he's ready for it. Last season he was a championship player. But Timothy Fosu-Mensah as a backup to Pogba, so there's no real need for Herrera anymore either. I know Herrera is still a tiny bit better than Fosu-Mensah, but I want to back the central midfielder to develop, and I don't want to send him back out on loan, so I'm trying to get rid of Herrera's wages as well. Matic, of course, once we brought on our new defensive midfielder, there's no real need for him. We've got Fred as the backup. McTominay returned as a Premier League player, but no real space for him. Or Tahith Chong, who's also a Premier League player, so we're going to try and send them both out on loan. And that kind of leaves us. That's pretty much it. So it's Romero, Young, Fellaini, Matic, Herrera, who we're trying to get rid of. So just a couple of injuries as we head into today's game. We've got Lukaku and Eric, the new signing, out, but otherwise we're near strength full starting 11. So I think we can go ahead and get kicked off. I'm going to try and get things started this season with a trophy, hopefully. So whenever I like to use my backup goalkeeper, it's pretty much just cup competitions, so Joel Pereira can expect those kind of games. But David De Gea will be used for pretty much every single game in the league, as long as he is fit, of course. And I don't mean match fit, but just not carrying an injury, I suppose. So yeah, City still remain 4-3-3. Of course, Pep Guardiola hasn't gone anywhere, or at least I would assume so. Can I click on City? It's not letting me do that. So I'll go the long way, I suppose. Yeah, unless some top club snatched him away from City, you'd expect him. And yeah, I don't think they've necessarily made any new signings in comparison to last season, maybe just Navas. We've got our own little debuts here for Talisca and Stasic. And I think we've already improved our squad considerably, but we still need to improve our backup options. We want youngsters as potential as our backup options, and not, players like Phil Jones, for example, who's not necessarily going to improve and are just going to stay at a certain level no matter what you do, kind of thing. So let's just get the 2D highlights and the 3D replays. And the Revenge Team Talk should do the business. I think we should be good to go. Alright, so hopefully we grab a win against our rivals and pick up a trophy. So City, of course, winners of the Premier League. And I don't think we won any cup competition last season, to be honest. So I'm kind of confused why we're here. I think it's because we're in second place. Anyways, early start. Nastasic. Oof, almost a debut goal. Mata with the delivery, and as Nastasic who was under it. Highlight continues though, so we could still cause danger. Can Pogba switch the play? Yep, he can. Sandro's there. Can he deliver a good ball though? Gets to the byline. Decent cross, and it's another corner. Alright then. Based on this start, we might actually get somewhere, but so far it's just set pieces. We want to try and create chances from open play. Anyways, delivery. Rashford can only deliver it to Stones. Rashford again though. Square to Sandro. He's trying to go by to the byline again. Rashford playing as a complete forward this time around, by the way, as a backup to Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, Rashford's developing really well. I think some of my staff seem to think he's already a leading player for most Premier League sides, but until that's confirmed, he's going to remain a bit of a backup for the time being. City with their own set piece here. Corner. Fernandinho at the near post, and it almost could have scored, to be honest. My player slept on him, and I think number 7 would be Alexis Sanchez. Alright, then another set piece for City. Oof, Laporte crashes it against the... I guess he gets it in nonetheless. Hits a crossbar, bounces back into play. None of my players can clear it. Sandro apparently gets the brunt of the blame. And City lead. So that's great within 16 or 17 minutes. Just can't seem to keep up with our players. Joel Pereira there's the man who concedes that goal. He's going to be a little bit upset. He's given away a goal, but we need to try and hit back as soon as possible. Alright then, City come again. So I'm going to try and stick with this tactic initially this season, try and see whether we can bear results with better players. Bernardo getting in behind Alexandro, but he manages to win that back, but it's only cleared to Walker. Sanchez can win it here. Nope. De Bruyne. Sanchez is closing down Walker. We need to stop the delivery though, that's the main thing. Wow, just beat Sanchez. Left him for dead. Aguero under it, and of course Aguero scores, and it's 2-0. Great. Players are falling apart. Yeah, so I know it doesn't show in this game, but I'm hoping to give this tactics a good go for at least half the season. And if we still seem to be struggling, then that means I obviously need to try and learn the new system, the new FM19 a bit more before I can actually bear some serious results. So I'll be tempted to try out the new tactical presets. They're really interesting, to be honest. I've never seen anything like it before, of course. I'm tempted to go with the Jurgen Press one. Seems to suit my players most, but we'll see. But for now, try and stick with this as long as possible. Talisca almost grabbing a debut goal. We're going to have to try and create some chances, some clear open play, because at the moment all our opportunities are coming from set pieces, and that's not good enough. I haven't had a single shot on target. We're losing out to possession, and City are pretty much dominating our game. And our key players in our tactics, the fullbacks, Nacho and Sandro, are having stinkers. And that kind of explains the way we're playing. Look at that. It's terrible. Almost every single player has had a stinker. No one's even performed decently. Everyone's at least quiet or worse. Alright then, we need to respond in some way. Hoping in the second half we can see some improved performances. Tore my players off, but the question is it enough? There is a trophy on the line. It is just a community shield, but trophy nonetheless, and can't let just roll over as well. It's not good enough. Definitely going to be looking to make some substitutions. Pogba though with a set piece delivery, really good one to Talisca. It's a penalty. Alright, so let me see whether Pogba really is the best penalty taker at the moment. He is, so leave him to take it, but hopefully he doesn't miss the chance, because it's going to give us an opportunity to get into the game. And I can't really afford anyone else underperforming at this point. Alright then, Pogba, what can you do? From the penalty spot. Tucks it away, that's good. It's as good as it gets in terms of penalties. Run to grab the ball and he's taking it back to the halfway line. But it's definitely game on. So let's see. Yeah, maybe the goalkeeper should do a bit better there, but I'll take it. The highlight continues from the kickoff right away, so is it us grabbing a second and the equaliser, or is it City grabbing the third to really screw things on? Alright, Nastasic there to mop up. Back to Pereira, forward to Rashford. Laporte wins that, but Fred mops it up, and now Sanchez can get us going. What can he do? Tries to take his man on. Through ball to Talisca. Can he find Rashford? Nope. Yep, good. Keeps the ball well. Mata. Back to Fred when there was an open spot for Nacho. But anyways, Pogba. Maybe Fred can find him now. Tries to, but he couldn't. And Sané gets City going on the counter. Aguero's through already. Bailly needs to win that. Pereira comes out, and it's a really good save, but Fred mops up well. See, that's what I want from a sweeper keeper. I think De Gea is a bit more hesitant than Pereira was there in general, and that's what we kind of need. Pogba through to Rashford. He's got to finish it, but it's a really good tackle from Laporte, and City survive. Alright. Set piece again. Can we score from 2 set pieces? Cleared. Bernardo, and now City on the counter. Story of the game. I guess it's kind of to be expected given how, you know, we're trying to be more expansive, more attacking. 4-2-3-1 is as attacking as it gets in terms of formations. Rashford does well there. He used to hold up the ball and play it to someone though. He's trying to go by himself. He does have teammates, but it's going to take some incredible delivery, and De Bruyne wins it back eventually anyways. Alright, so we're going to go into that, obviously, 2-striker formation to try and do something here. Alright, so who can we take off? Talisca hasn't performed too well. Alright, so it's pretty much Talisca, Mata, Rashford, Sanchez. We can't take off Rashford, so let's take off Mata for Pereira. Martial or Lingard, who do I want to bring on? I think Sanchez has more potential to do something special for us. So I'm sorry to skip. That's the end of you for the day. We'll bring on Martial in a tiny bit. But yeah, I mean, just to see how many players are underperforming there. Dreadful. Alright, nothing again. So now it's Martial's time to shine. Come on, boys. Not much of a response, you have to say, after the break. Still terrible possession and still just a single shot on target. Not good enough. I'm already tempted from now to go into the judge and press or whatever tactic we're going to work with. One of the preset ones, because at the moment it doesn't look like my pretty straightforward tactics are working at all. Managed to have a decent preseason. In truth, we beat the likes of Dortmund, PSG. I thought that could have been a sign of what's coming, but this is a sign of what's coming from City. Aguero, he just scores the most incredible of chances, to be honest. He converts half chances so well. And for someone who isn't meant to be able to header, he just does it really incredibly. I mean, I don't know if he's overrated in game or something, but this is just too good. Pretty basic cross from Bernardo, and to be honest, it's 2 players there who should clear it, but look at Aguero. Obviously the 3D makes it look a bit weird, but it's still a crazy header to get on target even in real life. And that should be the end of that. City are going to run away with this first trophy of the season, but I'll let them have it if it means us getting the Premier League in the end, but it's not nice losing to our rivals again. We beat them the first time we met them, and ever since they've managed to destroy us every single time. Not pleasing at all. And you have to say the squads are relatively similar this time around in comparison to last season. We made a number of improvements, so yeah, not good enough. Definitely not good enough. Alright, look at some of those ratings. Looks like Pogba was the only one. He's the one who grabbed the goal, I guess. The only one to have a good game, but even in the first half he's terrible. Let's hope we get a better one, or put in a better performance against Tottenham. So we're going to have to disappear for a bit. There is a number of days before the Tottenham game, and the transfer window slams shut, so hopefully we'll get Samu into the side. Look at that, just 3 days to get the business sorted, and hopefully we can offload some players, free up some wages, and get Samu into the team ASAP, and get our season going. But yeah, I mean, you guys can have a quick look at what we might be considering. I guess I'll just clear this slot, create new tactics. So let's even say we're going to go with control possession. So there's a 4-2-3-1 here. That doesn't necessarily suit us. Deep flank forward, we don't have a winger, ball winning midfielder, that type of talk. The judge and press one might suit us. 4-2-3-1 for them. Ball winning midfielder, we already have that. And box to box midfielder, Pogba's definitely more comfortable with that. He can play as a roaming playmaker because his vision and passing is really good, but in a box to box midfielder role, he'll definitely still be using those in either way. Inside forward, pressing forward, maybe not so much. Attacking midfielder, we've got that sorted. 2 ball playing defenders, you could say so as well, to a degree. You could even switch up our formations, I guess. I've pretty much built this team to play in a 4-2-3-1. Let's have that custom tick-attacker. So advanced playmaker, deep line forward, central midfielder, deep line playmaker on support. Yeah, this could get by too. Just to give you an idea though. That's kind of it, I think. From this onwards, it kind of goes a bit too defensive for my liking. We're a better team than that, you have to say. But yeah, so just give me a moment's time and we'll be back after dealing with the transfers. Alright guys, welcome back. So we do have Samu. We finally signed him on deadline day. But we do have a bit of a problem. A ton of players left over who we couldn't get rid of. I barely got rid of Matic and Herrera. I think we got rid of Romero. Young, his deal fell through at the last minute because LA Galaxy couldn't sign any more designated players. Mata, no one wanted him, not on loan or listed, and I even gave them cut prices, but no, even 0 I think, and no one wanted him. So it's a bit weird. I can still loan out these players though. Obviously the transfer window's done, but the loan window can continue. So I'm going to try and get rid of the wages nonetheless, but I think we're in a better position now, and our full strength side, whether we're playing with it today or not, I think we are playing with it. Not just Fred is the one. Rashford, I think we said was going to be is a leading player already, but obviously he isn't our first choice. It's Lukaku at the moment. But otherwise, I think we're good enough to take on Tottenham today. Hopefully, we can recover, play well. We do just want to replace Pereira with De Gea. I'm going to continue going with the same side. I'm just going to kind of count the Community Shield as a bit of a friendly and try and move past it. So let's hope we can do better today with this team. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, I forgot to put in my number. But yeah, too many wages. Way too much wages going on unnecessary players. And that goes for the backup team as well. At the moment I have youngsters with potential to be able to take over some of the backup team, but I'm just happy the starting 11 is at least sorted, and then I can improve the backup team as it goes on. But anyways, 4-3-3 for Tottenham. They got Gnabry in here as well, but otherwise a kind of a Tottenham side that you would expect. And let's try and pretty much every team now is playing a bit of a 4-3-3. It's a bit of a weird one, but we're not favourites. Just need to try and recover and put in a decent performance in comparison to the game against City, which wasn't acceptable at all. I don't think we created a single clear-cut chance other than the penalty. So I'm hoping for a lot more from this side. But if the game against City was anything to go by, we definitely need to use the preset tactics until I finally managed to work my way around this FM19. Anyways, Tottenham goalkeeper can only clear it to Sandro. He's going to deliver it back into the box, can he? Goes back to Fred. Still a number of players in the box if you can find them. Pogba instead, and that's a very good shot. Lloris is the one who's in goal, and he is the one who conceded. But can't necessarily blame him with the way Pogba took that shot. But yeah, definitely like the commentator says there, nightmare start for Tottenham. Just been 5 minutes and we managed to grab the lead. But the question is, can we finish strongly, just in the same way we managed to start strongly? Looks like Sandro playing the ball back to Fred, and Fred playing it in for Pogba is a really good thing in the end, but he could have picked out any of that. I mean, that's an incredible amount of players in the box there, and we need to keep up that kind of attacking threat because it looks like Tottenham are growing into the game. Right, another set piece. Can we get another goal from it? Bye, and yes you can. 2-0 within 14 minutes, and I think it's like I mentioned in the last season. It just looks like Manchester City are like a bit of a bogey side. Can't seem to get a result against them other than that first meeting. But other than that, we can kind of beat or lose against any other of the top 6. It just seems like City are the ones who just kind of dominate the games against us. Another set piece, another chance by the looks of it. Alright, let's see. Can Bailly grab a brace? Heads it down. Oh, almost falls for one of ours. Instead, Eriksen's going to get Tottenham on the counter-attack. We've got enough players at the moment. Can we get enough players back in time for when the danger goes? Gnabry's played in through behind. It's a really good through ball, but it shouldn't be happening. Gnabry. And it's wide, thankfully, but because I'm not really sure if David De Gea would have had that covered, to be honest with you. Alright, Trippier on the ball. Not a bad one. Alderweireld is free, which isn't good. It's kind of bouncing around, but thankfully it's cleared, and Vertonghen tripped Sandro either way. Alright then, 2-0. We want to make it 3-0, to be honest, to make this a nice, comfortable win. But at the moment, we kind of are cruising. Just the one chance from open play, and that was through a set piece anyway. So again, need to try and improve those kind of chances. Talisca's got it from Pogba, and he's kind of going all the way back to his goal. Not too good. Trying to play it square to Bailly, but instead falls to Eriksen, and Tottenham's pressure pays off. Lucas Moura on the ball. Square to Dembele, he can take the shot, but he spreads it well to Davies, and now they have enough players to cause us damage in the middle. Stop the cross well though. Now we're the ones who are on the counter-attack. Rashford with the ball, leading the charge. As bad a pass as ever, but he wins it back from Dyer. And what can he do from here? Vertonghen takes him out really well. And it's just back and forth between the two teams. But can we try and gain a foothold in this game? We're 2-0 up, but we're not necessarily controlling the game by any means. So we do want to improve this. Lucas Moura free in behind our fullbacks, but thankfully that sitter, he misses. So concentrate, and I think later on you tighten up. I don't know whether they don't seem to be complacent. It's just poor defending. Anyways, Tottenham are losing, and that's the point. We just need all 3 points, and we'll start the second half in the same way that we started the first if we want to make sure that we get all those 3 points. Half time, 2-0. Alright boys, yeah, look at that complacency, not good. Mate, you just came into the team as well. You just came into the club, let alone the team. Alright, bit of a weird one. Alright, need to kick on. Sandro down to Alexis Sanchez, who's been largely anonymous. I actually think he kind of enjoyed his advanced forward role more than he did the inside forward run. I thought moving him there would make him better, but I don't think he's necessarily had a run of games where he's been incredible. I think even Martial's been a bit better than him there. So it's a bit of a weird one. But anyways, Lucas Moura heads it down, but Bailly can find Pogba instead, and Sandro's on the ball again. What can he do? The Brazilian was outstanding for us at times last season. Alexis Sanchez. Really good through ball for Rashford. I was just talking shit about Sanchez just a moment ago, but that was a hell of a through ball. And thankfully Rashford tucked that away, but that's 3-0 and should be game set match. I'm going to love seeing this pass again. Really just shouldn't be happening, to be honest. Look at that. Oof. And the way he tucks it away as well. Really good play. Really good all round. That's a first out. Let's have a look. Clear-cut chances have all fallen to Tottenham. I think the game also has started to consider or changed what it considers was clear-cut chances or half chances. Really good free kick from Eriksen there. Thankfully it's cleared as well. But yeah, some of the chances we've had and some of the chances Tottenham have had as well, you would consider them chances you'd expect your team to put away. But the game doesn't consider it, so it's a bit weird, but you know, just move on. Right, so we'll rest Nacho here. He's feeling a bit tired, and why not give some of our backup players some minutes. So we're going to give Dalot his debut, I think, as well, because we didn't even play him at all last season. And let's hope he can get us kicked off well. Samu, Talisca's there. Back to Castillo or Samu. I feel like I still want to call him Suso, to be honest. But look, my players are not really coming back well, to be honest. Slowly getting there. Fred's finally back in his defensive midfield spot. It also comes down to the way that Tottenham weren't really getting rid of the ball in the back. Alright, worked it out well to Gnabry nonetheless, and Fred can't cut out the passing lines. Kane spreads it well to Moura, and now that winger just has to deliver a good ball and we're in trouble. He's done that. Kane thankfully heads that over though. His players in the box and we're outnumbering them, but for some reason they still manage to get their shots or headers or whatever's on target. Alright, Sandra's tired too, but we only have one fullback on the bench and that's already been used, so we'll save our next 2 substitutions later on down the line. Hopefully give someone who actually deserves a rest, because I mean Nacho played well, but I just thought it would have been nice to have given someone else a rest. Let's have a look here. Pogba, let's bring on Fosu Mensah, change that to ball winning midfielder on support. And Fred, no, we don't have anyone for him. Samu could do Pereira there. Talisca, let's take off the new signing, give Pereira some match time. So yeah, Pereira is now our backup. It's not going to be Mata. We still have Mata, but I'm trying to get rid of him. Even if we don't, I think I'm just going to stick with Pereira. I know it seems a bit unusual, but Pereira's developed really well, and he's also kind of like the player of the future, I suppose, more so than Mata. Mata's on crazy wages. Don't really need to keep him and stop Pereira from developing any further. It doesn't make any sense. So we're just going to stick with Samu as the first choice, Pereira as the backup, and that should be okay. Anyways, Pereira with a free kick. Oof, not a bad one, just wide. Must have heard that I was talking about him and got gassed up, I guess. Anyways, good way to end the episode, but the way we started it wasn't good. It was a trophy nonetheless. I am still a little bit upset. I mean, trophy is a trophy, no matter how small you think they are. And it would have been a nice way to start things. Especially, what more upset me more was just how we can't seem to beat our rivals, Manchester City. Everyone else we can beat, but can't seem to beat City consistently enough, or even when, you know, like in a dominating matter. But anyways, 3-0 is the result, and we can be happy with that. Bailly picks up the Man of the Match award, which I think is kind of fair. And I can't really complain to my players. Weren't necessary favourites, we weren't underdogs either. Bit of an even match, I suppose, this time around. But to come out 3-0 away from home, not bad. First Premier League game of the season, and if we can just keep that up, then hopefully we have a better end than last season. We were second place last season, 85 points. I've actually show you the last season table, since you missed out on some of those last games, since, you know, mathematically City won the table, won the league. But just to give you an idea of how it ended, let's just go on stages. There you go, 10 points difference. Too many draws and too many losses is pretty much what costed us. So Chelsea were just 3 points in the end behind us, and you know, you'd have to say either one of us or Chelsea would have won the league on a different occasion. You know, 80 plus points is normally enough to get you the league, but with the way Manchester City are playing, very tough. They only lost against ourselves, Liverpool and Southampton. So Liverpool and United you can understand. It's Southampton one, which is a bit of shock, and their draws again. Most of the teams a bit of a surprise, I suppose, but there's Arsenal thrown in there in the mix as well, and they beat everyone else, so not bad. When you get 30 wins out of 38 possible games, if you don't win the title, then I don't know what it'll take to win the title. So yeah, but anyways, that's all for today's episode. We're gonna just quickly show you what we're gonna show you for the next episode, and calendar's a bit weird this time around. It used to be split by the month. Okay, there you go, split by the month this time. So yeah, we showed you the games of August, and in terms of September, there's Newcastle, Everton, Liverpool. Probably show you the Liverpool one, but it might be a bit nice to show you the opening Champions League game too. It really depends, but probably that Liverpool match in the end. Also depends on, you know, how we've done in the league since, or by then rather. We've got a couple of nice easy games, or games that you'd expect to win against Southampton, Stoke, Watford, Newcastle, and Everton. We should definitely be beating all of them. But of course, circumstances change, and let's see how it is. But anyway, that's definitely all for today's episode. So if you did enjoy it, then of course, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, then please do hit the notification button. And that'll be all. So thank you guys again for watching.